Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerds of the Round. Been a little busy this summer. The footage that you're about to see was shot in the beginning of the summer at BoroCon. Guest host for this episode is Pete Rosado from Breed Combination Wrestling. Pete is an announcer there. The episode is basically an NCAA style tournament with video game characters. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from BoroCon in the Brooklyn Expo Center, this is Nerds of the Round. I am your special guest host, and honored to be so, Pete Rosado. I'm sitting here with Sebastian, the normal host of Nerds of the Round.
Oh yeah, what's up guys?
And Rich, who is here at the booth here at BoroCon. Rich, how's today going?
I'm a pilot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Rich. And Jamie Chung is just walking around. This is the most awesome thing in the world. So we're here today, and we've come up with this awesome concept. So for anybody who happens to be like me, this weird mix of like sports fan and uber nerd, the NCAA March Madness tournament, field of 64, pits all the best college teams against each other. And we decided, well, how would that work with video game characters? And so we created 4 brackets, each headed up by its own special number 1 seed. Each bracket is named after its eponymous number 1 seed, and we have it set up just like the NCAA bracket, where the 1 seed plays the 16th, so on and so forth, until we have one person remaining from each bracket who will then face off in the Final Four, leading to a championship. Now, we've tried to make sure that no one franchise is too represented, so we've made sure to choose no more than 2 characters from any singular franchise, and we've tried to go over the course of gaming history from the Nintendo all the way up to current Sony and Microsoft platforms. Now, the original bracket was created about 10 years ago, but we also feel like it can be updated, but we're going to stick with the iconic bracket now. So here we go. There were 2 play-in games. First play-in game was Double Dragon versus the Battletoads, and the Battletoads won that battle. And then the second play-in game was a triple threat battle between the 3 eponymous characters from Rampage, George the Ape, Lizzie the Lizard, and Ralph the Wolf, which George the Ape won. So moving on, we go to our first bracket, the Star Bracket, led by its number 1 seed, Mario. And Mario will be facing off against Lenneth. So, Sebastian, Mario versus Lenneth, who do you got?
Mario, of course. Gotta go for Mario for the win.
So Mario for the win there. Rich, who do you have, Mario or Lenneth?
I don't know who the other character is. So as far as I'm concerned, that other character.
Mario getting the win there. Second battle was an 8-9 matchup between Gordon Freeman from Half-Life fame and Nathan Drake. Rich, we'll go with you here. Nathan Drake versus Gordon Freeman.
From what and from what?
Gordon Freeman's from Half-Life, and Nathan Drake is from Uncharted.
I'm going to go with some Uncharted territory and go with Nathan Drake.
We have Nathan Drake coming in. Sebastian, who you got?
I'm gonna stick with my man Freeman.
Gordon Freeman taking it there. Ladies and gentlemen, though neither one of these from the franchise I'm about to mention, always remember, the cake is a lie. And Sebastian has died for the 18th time already.
It's been like this all day.
Listen, let's not mention the gangster Ricky Ricardo.
Gangster Ricky Ricardo. Yes.
Let's not mention it, but you just did.
I know, right? Bury the lead right there. Donkey Kong versus Max Payne.
Max Payne.
I think Max Payne has gorilla extinction on his agenda, so sorry, Donkey Kong.
Banjo and Kazooie versus Sly Cooper.
I went with Sly with this one.
Ooh, Sly Cooper there.
Sly.
I feel like Banjo and Kazooie getting no love. When Banjo and Kazooie's like, it's 2-on-1 really. It's a bird and a bear. Cloud versus Chrono from Chrono Cross. So the iconic mashup of 2 iconic role-playing game characters here.
You know, I'm gonna go with Cloud just because it's Cloud.
And not because you have a Buster Blader just sitting at your booth here. You know, not because of that, any reason.
No, it's not because of this at all. It's really not.
Yeah. I call it bias.
I'm going to go with Chrono because he puts up with a lot of
Chrono putting up with a lot of bracket for the win. Bomberman versus Commander Shepard.
Bomberman.
What he said.
Bomberman taking that. Scorpion versus
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
What?
End of story.
Scorpion versus who?
Scorpion versus Dante from Devil May Cry.
People are gonna hate me. I'm gonna say Dante barely because it's gonna be a tough fight. It really is.
Rich is disagreeing with you over here. And the next matchup would be Samus versus Eddie Riggs.
Samus.
All right. The next bracket will be the Orcarina bracket, led by its number 1 seed, Link, not Zelda. I'm going to say Link is going up against, in my opinion, the toughest 16 seed ever. Okay? This character is the only character of its type in gaming history. Okay? It's an iconic character. I personally think it beats Link, and I'm a huge fan of Link. It's Link one-on-one against Echo the Dolphin.
I mean, not that I want Echo to win, but you know, at the same time, it's like Echo's going down.
What?
Echo's going down.
What?
We got an Echo back.
I mean, I love Echo, but he's got nothing against Link.
So Echo can exist in waters that Link can't even breathe in.
So?
He's also the only dolphin in gaming history.
Link has a sword. End of discussion.
You swinging a sword in the deep depths of the ocean? Have you ever tried to move your leg in deep water? It is hard.
Is the fight taking place in the ocean?
If Echo's involved, it is.
But Link is land. So wouldn't Link need something to breathe underwater?
Okay, even if Link could breathe underwater, like if he's wearing the blue tunic, if he's got the Zora flippers and stuff, do you realize how hard it is to move a sword underwater?
I'm still gonna go with Link.
I hate you both. I hate you both. And I hope the next time you eat fish, you get violently sick.
Dolphins are mammals.
I said the next time you eat fish.
But dolphins are still mammals.
Right, I know that, but they live in the water with the fish.
But they're not fish.
But you're not gonna eat dolphin.
But they're not fish.
But you'll eat fish, which is okay. Master Chief versus Nico Bellic of GTA fame.
Master Chief.
Master Chief, and I don't even play Halo.
Jack and Daxter versus Paperboy.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter and who?
Paperboy.
Paper them to death?
Hey, listen, Paperboy was a bamf.
He's gonna roll up like
I really want Paperboy to win, but Jack and Daxter are gonna bounce his ass.
All right, Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War fame versus King DDD. And before you guys say Marcus Phoenix, without a shadow of a doubt, need I remind you of the Giant Hammer?
I'm gonna go with Marcus Phoenix.
Call it.
All right, that would be King DDD. You flipped a coin for that one.
I'm a really bad gamer. I like Sonic and Battletoads and ToeJam and Earl and Simpsons Arcade Game and
ToeJam and Earl reference.
Jammin'.
Yeah.
Super high tops.
I will say, there were a lot of gaming characters that we had to leave out. One of the favorites that I felt like should have been in this was Abe from Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
No, Abe doesn't get that much.
Abe had some vicious farts. Like, it's a great gaming character.
Truck stop farts.
Yeah, that's that 7-Eleven. I got the 7-Eleven sushi.
Yes.
The 7-Eleven sushi farts.
Oh.
Kirby versus Parappa the Rapper.
Oh, Kirby.
I mean, Parappa the Rapper kind of gives his battle strategy. He's like, kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
Yep.
If you want to test me, that's how you. I want to say, great. I honestly think Parappa the Rapper is the gaming version of Vanilla Ice.
I feel like if Kirby eats Parappa the Rapper, Kirby's gonna drop that dope Eminem 8 Mile album.
I forgot to close the door.
It's true.
That's how we lost.
Yep.
Close the door and lock it.
Now, I know Rich is going to love this because we're going to move into the Secret Rings bracket. headed by its number 1 seed Sonic.
Secret Rings was a horrible game. Do not play it. I'm telling you. I played Sonic Labyrinth for the Game Gear. It was awful. So, quite honestly, Secret Rings, not much better.
I will say though, I bumped Green Hill Zone on my gym playlist.
You're doing the right thing.
Like that's my cardio song, Green Hill Zone. Like she's on the freaking treadmill, like. Have you ever seen those workout videos where like those big dudes are on the treadmill and they're running super duper fast? I feel like those have to be dubbed the Green Hill Zone because it's just.
So we're gonna come with this theory: Green Hill Zone and Gal's theme song works with everything.
Yes.
Oh God.
All right, Sonic versus the Battletoads. Rich is hating this battle already. 2 favorite characters and one has to lose.
Okay, are we talking Battletoads Rash, Zitz, and Pimple, or just Rash and Zitz?
No, all 3 Battletoads.
All 3 Battletoads. Well, as far as I'm concerned, they either gotta go fast or they gotta go home. And as far as I'm concerned, they're gonna go home. Because
Look at you talking with a Brooklyn accent over here, BoroCon.
forget about it.
Hey,
And
forget
nobody, I just want to say, nobody from Brooklyn says forget about it. Do something about that, de Blasio.
Excite Bike versus Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful Joe.
All right, now we move on to the special fruit bracket, headed by its number 1 seed, Pac-Man, up against George the Gorilla.
Rich, are you got on this one?
Do power pellets affect George in any way?
I would say power pellets give Pac-Man enhanced strength and endurance, but don't do anything necessarily to George.
I'm gonna go with George because I feel like he's gonna step on Pac-Man.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
We also have Crash Bandicoot versus Earthworm Jim.
Oh, dude, Earthworm Jim, hands down, Earthworm Jim. Jim ain't taking.
We're going with the worm.
Kratos of God of War fame versus Ryu Hayabusa from the hardest game ever to play in the world. Ninja Gaiden.
Kratos, because Kratos.
I went with Kratos.
Now we have Sephiroth versus Shinobi.
Shinobi.
I went with Seth.
He took Shinobi.
Is that Shinobi? Shinobi, man.
Well, at least one ninja made it. Bowser versus Rayman.
Bowser wins by default.
I mean, Mario beats Bowser all the time.
But that's Mario.
Bowser.
Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal fame, which I love that series of games, versus Eggman, or as you American fans know him, Dr. Robotnik.
I'm gonna go with Sweet Tooth because I feel like he's gonna do something twisted to Dr. Robotnik.
No pun intended, huh?
No pun intended. I feel like it's going to be a nightmare for Dr. Robotnik, and he's never gonna be the same.
Okay, let's get something straight. It's Dr. Ivo Robotnik. It was never Eggman. It will never be Eggman. I mean, he is the Eggman, but it's always been Robotnik. It's always been Robotnik. Let's just leave it.
So are you going with Robotnik?
No, I'm going with Sweet Tooth.
All right, Mega Man versus Spyro the Dragon.
Mega Man.
I mean, is that a trick question? Because, you know, Spyro is toast.
I mean, listen, Spyro was an iconic mascot of the original PlayStation.
He is. But we're talking about Mega Man here.
And he had the second most annoying sidekick besides Navi.
I'm still gonna go with Mega Man. I thought Roll was the second most annoying sidekick.
Alrighty. Lara Croft versus Captain Falcon.
Falcon Punch.
Do 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 do.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Falcon.
So now I gotta ask. We've gone through the field of 64. We're gonna actually pare this down to one character on each side. Any gaming characters you feel like could be added into the gaming battle since this field of 64 has been revealed?
Wow. There's like a whole list that just popped into my head, but it's like I feel like I got that whole Ghostbuster thing going on when Ray's dance just went pop. But Toe Jam and Earl just keeps popping in my head right now.
Because, and here's the thing, we didn't want to put like characters that came from like other mediums. So we didn't put any of the Transformers characters in. We didn't put like any anime characters in. Like you don't have the One Punch Mans, the Gokus, and all that. We don't want to do that. I do say that in 2018, one thing we have to put in, we have to figure out a way to get Cuphead in there. Cuphead probably the big thing in like mobile gaming right now. So
I would say that'd be probably the next tournament.
yeah. All right, so gentlemen, you've pared down your personal first rounds. Now remember, this is going to be different from everyone, depending on who they pick. Please feel free in the comments later on to criticize these men on and have your own board on who you think would win. Rich, you have Mario versus Nathan Drake.
Mario.
All right, so you have Mario over Drake. Max Payne versus Sly Cooper. All right, so Sly Cooper dead. Chrono versus Bomberman.
Kaboom, yo. Bomberman wins.
And Scorpion versus Samus.
Scorpion's my boy.
All right, so now we have now Mario versus Max Payne.
I did not anticipate such a bloodbath. I'm telling you. Max Payne all the way.
Bomberman versus Scorpion.
Bye-bye, Bomberman.
And now we have Max Payne versus Scorpion.
Get over here.
So Scorpion is winning Rich's star bracket here. Coming out of the star bracket. All right, Ocarina bracket. You have Link versus Ryu.
Well, we can get rid of Link.
We have Jack and Daxter versus Master Chief.
Bye-bye, Jack and Daxter.
We have, who do you have here? King DDD versus Pit.
Are any of them furries?
King DDD was a penguin, essentially.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to slay all the furries.
And we have Kirby versus the Companion Cube.
Kirby doesn't stand a chance.
Kirby dead. Okay, we now have, I'm going to start from the bottom up because I think that top matchup is hilarious. Pit versus the Companion Cube. Pit's dead. But this battle up here is bound to break the internet. Master Chief versus Ryu.
Ryu.
Ryu beats Master Chief.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they don't make them like they used to. So, I'm sorry, I'm a retro dude.
Ryu versus the Companion Cube. We're flipping the coin again.
Ryu.
So, Sonic versus Duke Nukem. We're flipping the coin.
The king has been dethroned.
Duke Nukem after Sonic here. Pikachu versus M. Bison.
No more Pikachu.
Hey, listen, Pikachu was the only electric type to beat a rock type Pokemon. I think you could beat M. Bison.
Well, no, but Pikachu ain't beating M. Bison.
Solid Snake versus Frogger.
Snake eats frog. Checkmate.
And we have Beautiful Joe versus the Prince of Persia.
Beautiful Joe's about to have a whole new view from the underworld.
All right, Sonic versus Bison.
Well, Sonic, I love you.
Solid Snake versus the Prince of Persia.
There is a term in the community of dog memes, in which they refer to snakes as danger noodles. So in that respect, I think the prince isn't going to be the heir to any throne.
So our final four for Sebastian will be Samus versus Starkiller and Solid Snake versus Kratos. And our final four for Rich is going to be Scorpion versus Ryu and Bison versus Kratos. So interesting enough, both of them sending Kratos to the final four here. All right, here we go, gentlemen. Samus or Starkiller, Sebastian?
We're essentially going to go with Starkiller because, again, he is the one punch man of the Star Wars universe. As much as I want to give it to Samus and give it to the OG, we're going with Starkiller.
Ryu or Scorpion, Rich?
Scorpion.
I feel like this is a biased pick for Rich at this point.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I know in my heart, Scorpion is taking out Johnny Cage quite easily. He has the best fatality of all time.
I will say, I have a question. So Scorpion and Sub-Zero were the two representatives of the Mortal Kombat universe in this bracket. There were conversations about, like, should Raiden have been put in over them two, Goro, Liu Kang, Sonya, Shang Tsung, guys like that. Do you think Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the right choices, or are they the two OP choices? Do you think there should have been other choices?
Let's look at how they did it in the Injustice series. Both Scorpion and Sub-Zero, out of all the Mortal Kombat characters, were chosen to be in that series. Raiden may be a close second because he was in Injustice 2, but Scorpion and Sub-Zero always make a guest appearance when everybody thinks of Mortal Kombat. They always want to see someone fight Scorpion and Sub-Zero. They don't want to see Ryu fight Raiden. They want to see Ryu fight Scorpion or Sub-Zero.
I'd bet to see Ryu versus Liu Kang, though.
You did, but then after the last few Mortal Kombats, Liu Kang's kind of fell off. But actually, he became like the villain in the last one, I think.
Because I think Liu Kang, especially in like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, was like the OP hero of the series.
Actually, I would rather see Liu Kang versus Martial Law.
That would be a good battle. What about you? Do you think Scorpion and Sub-Zero are the right representatives for the Mortal Kombat universe?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, they're certainly iconic. Not that the other characters aren't, because I mean, Raiden had, you know, some really cool attacks, and I mean, Sonya was a great character, you know.
Now,
and there were some great female characters in Mortal Kombat.
Interestingly enough, also, and I bring it to the Street Fighter universe, we used Ryu and Bison. No Ken, no Blanca, no Chun-Li, things like that. Were you and Bison the right reps, or would you have chosen different reps?
That's tough because Street Fighter has a lot of reps right now. Even Crimson Viper has become became a representative for them at one point. So I mean, with Street Fighter, I think because the characters are a lot more colorful than the Mortal Kombat characters, you could go either way. So even though you pick Ryu and Bison, you can always sub them out for like Ken and Chun-Li, see Viper and Jury, because you have a lot that you could do there.
I would have to say the same thing. I mean, Street Fighter is a lot more, I don't want to say lighthearted, but Mortal Kombat, one of the things that made that, you know, really cool was the violence factor. And Street Fighter, it's about the martial arts. It's about, you know, the relationships between the characters. Mortal Kombat, it's about them ripping each other's heads off.
Now, interestingly enough, we did Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. There were no representatives from Tekken, no representatives from Virtua Fighter, you know, so no representatives from Soul Calibur. So interesting enough, these are some fighting games that could be inserted in future character battles. I
could say, yeah, that would be awesome. See, it's good to pick the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat first, because they were the OGs of fighting games. So you gotta give them the respect first, and then you drop in the Tekken and then the Virtua Fighter. But you also you forgot SNK.
Yeah, SNK, that's a really big one. And that's really, if you want to talk OG. Yes. SNK, really the OG fighting game. Yeah. All right, so now Bison versus Kratos. Back to the coin again.
Oh, yeah. All right. Ooh, Bison. Upset like...
Coin flip.
Oh, my God.
Kratos defeats Bison. You have Kratos and Solid Snake.
Kratos.
That was easy for Sebastian. All right, championship rounds for both men. Rich, we're going to go with you here. You have Kratos versus Scorpion in the finals.
Kratos.
Kratos wins in the character battle for Rich. You have Kratos and Starkiller, probably the two most OP characters in the whole thing. I mean, besides Echo. But
We got a killer of gods, and we have a star killer. I'm gonna go to which one can actually be the most violent, and after playing some of the new God of War, and just judging by Kratos, I'm going to go... Sorry guys, we're gonna go with Kratos for the win here too. Kratos is just gonna take it.
now
He's going to barely because it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Now, hear what's funny. Just about everybody we've done with this has come to some conclusion where Kratos is either in the final 8-4 or the eventual champion. Do you think that maybe Kratos, in his creation as a game character, is so OP that it almost becomes unfair to put Kratos in a battle?
I wouldn't say not that he's OP. I just feel like when you see how Kratos fights his enemies and when he's fighting someone, he's very creative in taking out his... He's kind of like the Hulk in a way. When the Hulk gets angry, he gets stronger. And when he gets stronger, he's going to beat the crap out of people. I feel like he's probably the most violent on the list, and I don't think that characters are prepared for that.
What do you think? Is Kratos too OP to be fairly included in a tournament like this?
I don't know if fair is the right word because, unfortunately, life is not fair.
So here's what I want to say to everyone who's going to end up watching this, Nerds of the Round. If there's anyone you think we missed that should be included in future character battles or in a character battle part 2, please include them in the comments. Send us messages. Let us know who should be included, who did we miss, and also fill out your own brackets. Tell us who do you think would win in your battle. May it be Kratos, may it not be Kratos. Maybe you, like me, believe in Echo the Dolphin. A huge shout out again to Geek Ronan, everybody over at In Beyond. Thank you for watching Nerds of the Round from BoroCon in Brooklyn, New York.